Hi everyone, today I'm going to show you how to use the claw clip hair claw clip die that I have got to make these super pretty straight edged and scalloped edged hair clips. They're perfect for these kind of hair clips, just to add them a little bit more fun to them. Like I said, you can add all different materials. I've got this super cute checkered velvet. You can use this one, checkered gingham, a nice velvet. You can use a nice embroidered embossed leatherettes, anything that you sort of want to use. Use a nice piece of that one, like this one. We shall move my little mannequin head. Now you've seen the velvet one in action. Took me forever to get her hair nice so you could actually see it. This is my Big Shot. This is the gingham backed velvet back fabric that we are going to use in this nice red. And I have got my two Sizzix plates, which we sandwich the material with, and our little die, and we're going to cut the scalloped one and the straight edge version because I like to cut my fabric at the same time. And you need two pieces, so when we're doing this we need to cut both sides, unless you wanted to do each side a different colour. And what I do is we want this amount, so this will cut enough for there, and for me having the checkers helps on this one because I can actually cut it in a straight line for once. So I'm just going to cut along there, and we're going to fold this in half and work out where the check, yes, so there. Make sure you're not leaning on your dies because the dies do have blades in, and I'm quite accident prone, so I do happen to do daft things such as lean on them like that and then accidentally cut up my elbows and stuff. And then we're going to cut it in half and cut it in half again. You could just put the whole sheet on the die and cut like all four, but it wastes more fabric that way, so doing it this way does save more fabrics, just so you know. But like I said, you need two pieces, one for each side, and we're going to put that over the straight edge bit, and we're going to put that over the scalloped bit. And these are the claw clips I get these from AliExpress. I get 60 for £23, which works out 38p a claw clip. And these ones are the 8.5 by 3 centimeters wide. So they're the standard size for the smaller one. I think you need 10 or 11 centimeter clips for the bigger size. I did have some, but I just don't have these. The bigger sizes are just a little bit harder to get hold of, so these ones are perfect for this one. And I've got some school sets to make, so I thought these will be a cute add-in to the red ones that I've got. So we sandwich those between the plates. And then we'll push them through the Big Shot by winding our handle. Sorry, it's quite thick fabric, so it just took a second to actually go through there. And then we're going to take the machine out of the way, pop that down on the floor. Obviously normal people would leave it on the desk. I'm just filming, so I have to put it out of the way. And as you can see, we've got two nice scalloped versions and two nice straight versions. Now the key thing for these is glue, because I did try it with standard glue gun glue, so just standard glue gun. It doesn't hold. Even felt, even scratching it up beforehand, it does not stick. It does not stay down. I tried it, I tested it, doesn't work. What you want is any variation of A8000, T6000. I wouldn't recommend this one because I used it a lot. It cost me £11, which is quite expensive for a glue. It does work, but what's happened here is after the first time I've used it, some air's got in it, and it's now completely solid there. And even though that glue is usable, I'd have to cut it off this end and then only be able to use it the second time. So I'm quite disappointed with that one. But the E8000, T6000, any of those ones will work perfectly. The only thing is you will need some clips, and I'll show you the type I use in a moment. I use these duck build clips, and I use quite a lot of them. I have my little pot of them here. I always have at least 200 of them at any one given time. So I use them for projects all over the place and like leave them clipped together for a while until I remember what I'm doing. And what we want is our nice glue. And I like this one because it's got the little tip here. And I want to get that to release. It's quite strong stuff, so if you've got a ventilated area to do this, especially if you're doing more than a few at a time, I would recommend having your windows open or somewhere that you can get away from the smell. And we'll just put it around the edges, not too much because like I said, it's quite a strong glue. And with this one, you don't need to scratch up the clip or anything like that as well. And some of the other one, this glue that I used, if I got it on the clip and I didn't clean it off before it completely dried, it ended up damaging the clip and like peeling the layers of the clip colouring off. So you have to be careful with which ones that you use. And then I'm just going to put that in the basket so it stays upright. So I've got that there. And then we can take that and place that on the clip here. And then I take these clips and from the back through there, put one clip there, one clip there, one here, one here, one at the bottom, and one at the top. And it might seem excessive, but it holds it on at all the places where it could peel away from the clip, and that is your key thing, because you need to leave them for, like I said, the 24 to 48 hours. I would recommend 48 where you can, but a minimum of 24 hours to make sure it's completely set, because like I said, while these glues are excellent, it literally says in every guide that you have of these that you need to give it that full 24 to 48 hours to set, because before that there is a little bit of movement or it can be peeled off. After that period, when it's completely set, it doesn't budge, it doesn't move. But like I said, you need to give it that opportunity to actually bond to whatever material you want. And this is the other thing that you learn when you do any sort of crafting. One size glue does not fit all, and you'll need to work out what type of glue works on each and every project for you. So again, just all around the edges, flip it over, line it up with your clip, press it down, get some more clips, and again I do another 6 on the opposite side to hold it in place. And as I said, this size perfectly fits the curve of these. There you go. And then we've also got the scallop version, and this exact same principle works. You didn't see me do this. I didn't rub the excess shit off onto my shirt. It's a good job I never go anywhere and have people to impress, isn't it? And the best thing about like this one is you do have to give it a bit of like pressure to get the glue to run out, which means that it's going to last you longer and, like I said, not dry up and things like that. And the tip gives you a lot more precision. You can get the glue, like I said, right in those scallop bits so they attach nicely without like ending up putting too much glue on it and like overfilling it and having glue over the edge of the clip area where you don't want it. Which is why I like this particular, like I said, your T6000, your 800, and you can get those off AliExpress, off Amazon, off places like that. And like I said, they're not the most expensive, but they work amazingly well. And again, I've tried it with standard super glue, just did not set. So like I said, this is the only one I've found that sets all fabrics to these clips without scuffing, without marking, without peeling. And again, excessive amount of these clips to give it the opportunity to set. And we'll do the same for the other side. And I don't edit my videos, so you actually can see how long it takes in real time. How long it would actually take you to make and stick down the two clips in real time. This one's slightly messier because I've got a little bit of felt on there. Well, I did, now I don't, because it was irritating me. That's what happens when I put the tip too far into the fabric. There we go. Last bit. Place it on there. I've got a little thread here. I'm just going to get that down there, and then I'm going to add my clips on this side. And there we go. And in 24 hours, or 48 hours, whenever I remember, or a week later, 'tis me, they will be all ready to go. Don't forget to put your cap on. I always give it a squeeze back out. Pop that on. Screw it all nice and tight so you don't get any air in there. And then I put it in my little glue pot. There we go. And once it's all done, you've got a claw clip that is completely set, and you can see where I was trialing the glue there. So I've had to put the other one on, and now if I push that, I'm pushing it from underneath, it's not lifting. When I did it with glue alone, because I reset these, it was, like I said, it completely came free, and it was a mess. Like I said, I had to re-glue it all and reattach it, and it's slightly lumpy underneath now, which is why it's one for me. But like I said, the standard E800 T600 works. No scratching, no scuffing, easy to get around the edges, much more precision, and like I said, works every time. There we go. Super pretty claw clip from this die. This is from Alybella Craft Supplies. I'll put a link in the description below if you want to purchase yourself. But like I said, you get the four sizes, the 2 scallop, the 2 straight edge, smaller clips like these ones, and your larger 10 to 11 centimetre ones as well. And it just gives that extra little bit of interest to your clips, makes them a little bit more personalised. You could add a name on this, anything like that. It just makes it a little bit more unique than just a standard claw clip in the hair. Even if you've got different colours, because like I have a bunch of different colours as well, so you could play with all your different fabrics. Black's just the most easiest one, as you can imagine, but I just think they're super cute and super fun and super easy.